of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of your happy Passover. I don't know. I am in the midst of the festival of the unleavened breads, and I have been wrestling unwillingly, but I've been wrestling unwillingly with an emotional reality I wasn't prepared to accept, right? I've been wrestling with the reality, and I think I've come to it. Yes, I think I've emotionally processed this. I'm going to buy a new computer. Okay, this is just what's happening. I have tried everything I can. This thing has died. It's okay for streaming on, right? Occasionally. It's crazy. There's like this insane lag on it. If you've been following the story, I thought I lost it completely. I lost all the data on it completely, but I was able to restore it, which was very good news, especially for me. Very, very good news, right? So I was able to restore the data, but it upgraded to the next level of the operating system, and it really, the reason it failed because it was on its knees anyway, right? So now, like, Photoshop is basically unusable, right? Which is really very important. So I'm using Photoshop on my laptop, which is running like charm. Oh my god, it runs so well there. So I've been fighting that reality because I didn't really want to spend the money. I was a bit Jewy about it. But it's time. It's time. I have to get a new computer. I can't, like, oh man, I had my most of my day has been seeing that little spinny whizzy wheel. I'm on it right now, but I got my laptop ready to go if need be, right? If need be. Oh man, did I need that coffee? Did I need that coffee? Yeah, that is awfully good. That's awfully good. Yeah, we also had this other little purchase we made for the festival, the unleavened breads, but we're going to keep it all through the year. It's we got our third. Our third air fryer, right? We got our first air fryer years ago when they first came out. I was like, that looks good, and it was fantastic, right? You can, like, cut potatoes up, put it in, boom, they come out beautifully, right? You put vegetables in it, very, very good. I was very, very happy with this thing. So then they kind of got into vogue, like, in the last year or so, the last couple of years. And they Ninja makes like these incredible ones. So they have all these different modes on it. You can do dehydration in them, things like that. So yeah, being of the Jewy kind, the fanatical Jewy kind, we don't mix our meat and milk, which is a real. I tell you, that anybody ever converts to Judaism is insane, right? It's like, hey, do you like being hated by everybody? Well, Judaism might not be. Wait a minute. How about being hated by everybody? And it's insanely inconvenient. How about that? Would you like that? Well, Judaism may be for you, that being the case. So yes, so we have to have a separate dairy and meaty equipment, right? We have 2 dishwashers, 2 sinks. We have 1 fridge. You know, the fridge is where they can get together. Yeah, where things can happen and things get crazy, baby. Often do. Speaking of which, my son. I mean, I haven't spoken to him in a couple of days. Dating a very nice young lady. I have to tell you, it's cool. I would say courting a very nice young lady, and you can kind of see them falling in love. I think I'm right about. They're like. She like looks at him with that the way they look at each other, right? You can kind of see them fall in love. Now, the sort of community I'm in, sort of society I live in. I mean, look, they can break up tomorrow. They may have already broken up, right? Or they could get married, right? And that can legitimately happen. But it's very sweet to see. So anyway, he was very nervous to tell us. He told my wife first. That he was dating someone, because it's like we came from a different outlook, right? We came from a different point of view. I mean, firstly, I grew up normal, dating people normally, as did my wife, right? But we became like super religious in our early 20s, both of us. In different sides of the world, right? And eventually we came together in Jerusalem, and we were put together by a matchmaker, right? It was called shidduch dating, right? And we don't touch each other before marriage, right? So I mean, literally don't touch each other, which means you get to talk quite a lot. So anyway, where we live now, our kids date normally, right? They don't do the matchmaker thing, right? And they do, have hold hands, kiss, that sort of thing, right? That sort of thing, which is, I mean, it's outside the bounds of Jewish law, but like, it's like one of the things that people are like, well, what do you expect? I'm like, well, I guess so. I didn't grow up that way, So and I think it's probably healthier in the long term. Anyway, this girl's a lovely girl, so I do they stay together. And the point is this: tomorrow night is Yom Tov. Good Yom Tov. Yom Tov is a Jewish holiday. Tomorrow night is Yom Tov. It's the 7th day of Passover, which commemorates the splitting of the Red Sea. Oh my God, I hope my Red Bloody Sea split. And I'm talking code, baby. No, but like the splitting the Red Sea, reasonably big deal, right? What? Yeah, it's it actually didn't happen till who was it? The guy who ended up doing all the design work and building the tabernacle. Although it was called a different name then. He had such unswathering faith that when the Egyptians were coming down at the Israelites, right, and they were going to slaughter them, they were backed up against the sea. When he had such unswerving faith, said, "Well, obviously, God wants us to go forward. Either the sea's going to open and we'll survive, or we'll go into the water and we'll die, or the Egyptians will kill us. Either way, it's going. So he went in, and when the water got up to about there, right, that's when the sea split, right? Which is a very important lesson for life, right? Things are always darkest before the dawn, baby. Anyway. So that's Thursday night, Friday morning, right? Is the Yom Tov. So I'm offline that day, so I got my content ready for that. I got all the thumbnails ready. Actually, let's see if I can pull them up. I'm just scared to try and do anything. The system is just like, and I'm not joking. You may think I'm exaggerating. No. It's actually like that, right? Like, look at this. Look, I'm opening a window and I'm getting a whizzy wheel. Just like, you wait there. It took that long, right, to open up the window. That's crazy, right? What we got coming up? Didn't we have that the other day? I thought we had that the other day. I think we got that coming up. Oh, maybe not. That one we got coming up. This one we got coming up. This one we got coming up. And then, let me put these over here. Okay, wait. I think I'll work this out. We'll do this. Doink. And then I do. So far, so good. I think that's everything. Fine, let me open these up. Oh, did it open up though? You can. Oh no, it is opening up. You never tell, because again, this thing. Oh my God, it is. It's a dog right now. I can't wait to get a new machine. Question is this: riddle me this. Which one? We'll look at the options. Anyway, I'll say. It's gonna make me do that over again. Hang on. Now getting the whizzy wheel. Okay, fine. I think that's okay. That's everything I need opening up. But it's frozen. Of course. Why wouldn't it be? I'm very much looking forward to having the solid state hard drive. That's going to be really nice, right? The full RAM hard drive. That's gonna be very, very pleasant. Oh, here you go. Here, fine. There you go. Did the Live at 5 one up? No, I've got to add Live at 5 to this. Hang on. Mawasuk. I am a was. Oh, here it is. Let me go over here. Come on. Yeah, you can do it. Over there. There you go. That's the one. That was actually quite good. There you go. Let me share that screen. If I can. Who knows? I mean, we'll find out, right? Right, it's frozen. Is it doing anything? Is thinking about it? Whizzy wheel. Okay, that's a good sign. So now I got the whizzy wheel again. As I click on the right tab, there you go. No, over there. There you go. Click on that one. Share screen. Is it going to happen? Yes, it is. By Jiggery. By Jiggery. Lesbians and the Sea Devils. That's what it's called now. Okay, that's just what we're calling it. Lesbians and the Sea Devils. What else would we call it? I wanted Captain Pugwash on the thumb for quite some time. Anyway, so I'm offline on Thursday, and then as man, I'm. Oh, sorry. So then, as Thursday finishes, Friday starts. Like, so I'm offline on Friday, as I said. Thursday night, Friday. As Friday finishes, Friday night start. Friday night Sabbath. So there's 2 days I'm offline. I got a lot of content to get ready, right? So I'll run through what we got. Firstly, Jofidora, they loved us. I love the a lack of self-awareness, Jody. Actually, read the paper. It says worst rated ever. God. It just makes me laugh every time. I mean, like by a country mile. Oh, you see, listen. The good Lord man put me through the ringer this Passover with my computer woes, but boy, does he deliver with the comedy. And like everything's collapsing, right? Everything's collapsing. Netflix stock down 30%, Disney down 25%, CNN, oh, poor CNN, they're all going down. They're going down like flies, baby. It's actually happy days, right? Who'd have thought putting diversive and quasi pedophilic content on throughout your streaming platform would have negative effects, right? Who would have thought that? So there you go. So Lesbians and the Sea Devils, which is what it will forever be known now. Aftermath. I thought I'd tie a bit of Blake 7 into that. Media reaction to the lowest rated episode ever. Oh, we can't say it enough. Just like the first woman to play the title, Stunning and Brave, Star Trek Picard. Oh, me. Oh, shit. It's shit. Okay, there's nothing else to say about it other than it is shit. Okay. Oh God, I hate it so much. So anyway, so I'm offline. So anyway, my son's lazy love is staying with us, hopefully. But well, that was nothing's for sure. So it happens because he's a bit flighty, this kid, which is why I kind of like the girl. She anchors him down. Anyway, staying with us over Sabbath, which is weird because that means they're going to be, they'll both be sleeping on the same floor, which is really. Really, do I need to tie a bell to your toe, Ariel? Like, really, I got to have a chat with him about that. I got to say, we are religious. Listen, I understand, but no stupid before marriage in my bloody house, mate. Okay, I'm not on board. I think if I have the chat, he'll probably be okay with it. But boy, am I not looking forward to that. Oh, the joys of parenting. So that's what I have coming. So let's see what we got coming up. This is done, uploaded, and ready. Is this one? This one is done, right? This one's done, uploaded, for ready to go. I was trying to tie in some like mostly peaceful line, right? Like it's been a mostly peaceful destruction. Show Media shows exactly why Christian or Jodie Whittaker's doctor failed. Oh, because that's just the science, baby. Don't be scared of the science. It shows exactly why they failed. Utterly, why did they fail? While trying to praise it. Yes, it's really what happened. This year has just been awesome. Yes. Then I think my guess is this one's going to be Friday or Saturday. I can't just decide. Chris Gimnall's weird and desperate need to tie his Doctor Who to the rest of canon after destroying it. This has always been about the Doctor wanting to have lesbian sex with her companions. Look, just go Tegan and Ace. You can wheel out Mother Teresa before me, mate. No, it ain't. And I do like a bit of the Pertwee background, and I think that's just classy because it's the sort of guy I am. I'm a classy lad. That's me. What else we got? We have. We're going to have the Doctor and the Outlaws review. Finally finished listening to it. The Miniaturist. Oh, Miniaturist, not good enough, I'm afraid. Outlaws, very, very good. Miniaturist missed by quite a sizable mark. It was only a 2-part story. Frankly, Stephen Noonan's a bit of a delight, as is Lauren Cornelius. I mean, how great must she be when you can see her, right? When I don't see her, I like her performance. I think she does. Yeah, I think she's great, right? But then actually, you see the pictures of her, I'm like, wow. It would only be better if I could see her. Anyway, so that review's coming out. I think I'll do a review of this as well because it's just freaking gorgeous and boring as hell. Not boring, pompous. That is the problem with Star Trek: The Motion Picture. It is pompous in that it felt very self-conscious about being a TV show and a movie landscape, right? And so it had to be very serious, right? It was like one of those serious science fiction-y novels that they wanted to aspire to, right? And it didn't really mean, but it's very down. The best bit of that is Decker, I would say, because he was the only one who had a bit of movement to him, right? But I kind of liked his performance. But boy, lots and long sequences of looking into it's gorgeous on 4K. Don't get me wrong. And if you're really, 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 really high, I don't do drugs, kids, but that will probably make it a lot better, right? That'll probably make it a lot better. What else we got? This will be. Oh yes. Oh, I have so many things to get to. That's actually a genuine screen grab from the episode "Lesbians of the Sea Devils." Ew, couldn't date me. Oh no, you're really not, darling. I mean, I think that says it all, doesn't it? I think that says it all. Doctor Who immediately around on the media reaction to Lesbian of the Sea Devils. I basically broke between this stream and that video. So, okay, this is what I'm going to record tomorrow, right? I've got to do this. What else? I got to do this one. Okay, so that's a good 2 hours of recording right there. I mean, maybe I'm going to aim to make them shorter. Maybe they'll be about half hour, 40. They'll never make it shorter. Fine. So I got to do those two, and I got to do these two, right? And I also got this new series I'm doing, this religious series. I'll pull up these thumbs. Now, this one, I don't know, if you don't believe in God, this one's probably not for you, right? If you do believe in God, I think you'll find it really, really cool, right? If you're a person of faith, I think you will find it very, very cool. Connecting to the infinite. It's a daily thing. Man, I'm trying to make them 10 minutes long. They're 20 minutes, all of them. The pain in the ass that I am, right? So this is a 50-day program of how to connect to and conceptualize the infinite, which we call God, right? Essentially, if you don't listen, there's very stuff of value in there for I don't know, phrases. I don't know. I mean, look, it's all based on wanting to have an expanded and a more intense relationship with God, right? If that's something that you want to check this out. It's a good little series. If I do say so myself, I just review myself positively. That's tomorrow's one. This is the day. Shoot for the stars, baby. Shoot for the stars. Icky thumb. And I just started listening to this. Pretty darn good, right? Pretty darn good. I'm just past the opening titles, but there's a lengthy pre-teaser. The title sequence this is fantastic, right? Pretty darn good. I am enjoying this so far. I'm only about 20 minutes in, but I'm enjoying it so far. I think it's awfully good. See, this is sort of interesting stuff I like Big Finish doing, and I do like their relaunching of their ranges. Tell you, I mean, it's they're really knocking out the park right now. In fact, let's have a quick look at Big Finish. Now, let's get to the chat first. Say hello to people, and we'll go back to the thumbnail. Icky thump. Love it. Oh, sorry. I like, I do laugh at my own jokes. It's a bit gauche. What can I tell you? That's just the kind of guy I am. Lonnie is here. How you doing, sir? Hell, chat. Hell, Lonnie. I can't think of anything clever to say about bacon. Bacon's awesome, baby. Bacon is awesome. Although, you know what I've been enjoying this year? We got a second air fryer, right? The air fryer for dairy. So a Passover delicacy is matzah pizza. Matzah pizza. And a piece of matzah is about yay big, like it's a square of cracker. I really like them. Okay, I tell you, I really like them. People get sick of them. I really like them. And you put in it tomato sauce, not ketchup, like marinara sauce, like a tomato sauce. Sprinkle on it some cheese, some mozzarella, and whatever. I put it in the air fryer now because we have a different shaped one, which is very, very cool. Put it in the air fryer, right? 5 minutes. Freaking awesome. Freaking awesome. I have been pressing down on it. And I have to tell you, the matzah that we had for Seder, the first night of Passover, freaking awesome. It was they got that by sheer accident. So yeah, that's what's been going down. By the way, if there's anything weird and biblical going to happen, I think it's going to be in the next 45 days. Okay, I just want you to be aware of that. Although I was really thinking the last 14 months, right? The Biden years, 15 months, whatever. I'll say year. Let's say it started from the fall of Afghanistan. So that was August, right? So I think from there, Americans are experiencing pretty much identical to what Egypt experienced before the Exodus, right? The 10 plagues. Like you got to keep in mind, back in that time there was magic, right? It was a thing, right? It was a force people could use. It was. Although I think when they got to lice, they said, "Oh no, we can't do this. Too small." Right? That's what they called it. The Etzba Hashem, the finger of God. Yeah, the Egyptians got finger banged by God. Not good. You sounds good, but it turns out not to be so good. Anyway, I digress. Where do I get them? Matzah pizza. Matzah pizza is very good. now I'm thinking about that again. I think I'm probably going to have that again for dinner if we still have supplies to make it. Although I also haven't had matzah brie. That's a big favorite of everyone's. What is matzah brie? You get your matzah, you crumble it down, right? You mix it with some egg and some milk, and then you fry it. Now you'll notice most Jewish dishes ends up with that phrase, and then you fry it. Fine, let's get to the chat. Lonnie is here. Oh, you were trying to think so bacon. Smash the like button like Hunter Biden on a hired girl. Well, listen. Yeah, she's earning her money. Sir Rangers is here. How you doing there? Mr. Jekyll and Hyde is here. Howdy, folks. Gareth Morgan is here. Let's get a scrolling, baby. Scrolling. Who else we got? PD Richards here. PD, it's good to see you. The problem with Macs is you can't upgrade, refit them like basic PCs. Yes, I'm trying to cyberscene PC and Mac, right? PC here. Look, I'll show you the Mac I'm looking at. 1 second. I will share with you my quandary, right? Where's that screen? I have a window. There we go. Doink. Let me go to let's go to where I would buy it from, which is in Israel, iStore. So there, doink. You get the dollar's horrible actually works really, really nicely for me on this one, right? Really brings down the cost of it somewhat. Where is it? Okay, there you go. Doink. And getting the Wizzy World. There you go. Switch to Mac. I already have done. Now I'm like a zombie. Where is it? I've got a Mac. So here we go. We got several options. This is my favorite one right now. Order now. Let's have a look at this thing. So the new 24-inch one, very colorful, kind of like it. Let me see. I need 16 gig of RAM and a terabyte of hard space. Like, That's basically, that's the basic need. So anyway, which one's this? This is with M1 8-core CPU. Okay, so it looks like exactly the same. Okay, so they're also, I'll go for the cheapest one because they all look freaking identical. And I'll just add in what I want. Fine, let's make it silver. Why? Because I'm not I'm not a fruity guy. 16 gig of RAM. That's what we want. We want a tetrabit hard drive. Okay. Now, do I get a keyboard? See, do I go with the extra 350 shekels and get the alphanumeric keyboard? Yeah, I think I do. If I'm spending this sort of money, yeah, I think I do. Fine. There. And then we'll add in, I want to get a new mouse, but no. And yes, I'm still getting gigabit. Fine. So that comes to 8,200 shekels, which is like $2,200, $2,300. Work out however you want. So that's option number one. Let's go back. And then I could get the new one. There is it. Mac Studio. Here we go. And I could just connect it to this one I got and use it as a monitor. Fine. So for purchase. Doink. So yeah, I'm going for the cheaper one because again, kind of Jewy. That's me. Okay, process fine. I don't need to improve that. 32 gig of RAM. I'm cool. I need to go up to a tetrabit. I just need that. Can I go down to 16? No. Logic, no. So that's what I need. So that's 9,000. Oh, that's more expensive. Sort of. No. Okay, we're sticking with the cheaper version. So the only other option is a MacBook Pro. Let's see how much they are. No. These things look kind of pretty. I do like these things. Supercharger Pros. I'm a pro. That's me, baby. They know what they're talking about. The screen size doesn't matter because I'm just going to connect it to this monitor here, this one. So let's have a look. Gray. Memory, 16 gig. Storage, tetrabit. Okay, so that is, now, this is significantly cheaper. This might be the way to go. I don't know. You, the jury, decide. Okay, if anybody let me mention that in the comments, please. I'm looking forward to getting to this. Let me go back to the chat. What are we up to? Share screen. Window. Doink. Okay. I really should do merchandise. I think a doink, t-shirt or a doink cup would be good. Unhinged is here. I unhinged. Yeah. So there you go. That's BD Rich. I love to see you, by the way. I'm not here, says Mark the Vicar. It's like there's actually quite a good movie. He's not there. About Bob Dylan without Bob Dylan in it. It's like 6 or 7 versions of Bob Dylan. One is played by Richard Gere as like this cowboy, like in the West. One's played by what's her name? Really good actress. Lord of the Rings, not Liv Tyler, who looked very hot in that. What's the name? Whoever. Great. She and he had. So yeah, he had a few different Bob Dylans, right, at different stages of his life. Called He's Not Eddie. It's really cool. I have to say I very much enjoyed that movie. Bit weird. Oh man, okay. My computer's been eating up so much of my life. I haven't seen the Batman yet. I want to do a review, watch that and do a review of it. And I haven't seen only one episode of Better Call Saul. And I fell asleep in the first half hour because I'm like too busy. I can buy Ninja products for my mother, but they just started collecting dust in the cupboard. Well, that's normally true, except for ones my wife likes. When she likes them, actually, a Ninja's, the air fryers, if you're like a smaller household, right, there's only 1 or 2 of you. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever to have an oven. Just get an air fryer. Those things are crazy. I would get an air fryer and a moldy cooker, and basically you're done, right? You can do everything in that at that point, right? If you're a student, get an air fryer and a moldy cooker. You can make basically anything. Digby Strawbridge is here. How you doing, sir? Oh, you told me You said hello to me, and you said, I'm. You normally know the Dig Me story, but I can't remember who it was that told me, so I'm not gonna know. But how you doing? X-Men 577. How you doing? X-Men 576. Bit jealous. Let me tell you, X-Men 577. We got Paul Townsend today. How you doing, Paul? Thank you for joining us. Who else we got? Darren M is here. Greetings and felicitations, Mr. M. How are you, Mr. M? Well, why did they never make a Mr. Ben movie? Right, that would have worked. I think they actually had the guy from the Mummy movies. Not Brendan Fraser. What's the guy's name? The guy who played his love interest's brother, right? So wait, what happened with Brendan Fraser? Basically, he was at a party and somebody fingered his ass. Is that? And he got out of acting, right? Is that what went down? I can't remember. And he just said there was a lot of it about. Very good, by the way, in Doom Patrol, right? I do like him in Doom Patrol. What OS shipped with Rabbi's computer? OS shipped with it. It's a 2017 Mac. Hang on 1 second. About this Mac. Can I share that window? See how long it's taken to open up? Hasn't opened up yet, right? The about this Mac. See, now I get a Wizzy Will. That's crazy. So this is a iMac Retina 4K 21 inch 2017, right? 3.4 quad-core processor, Core i5, 8 gig memory, 24 megahertz. I got the Fusion Drive, which is a piece of shit. Basically, that's what the Fusion Drive I thought would be awesome. Piece of shit. And it always has been, right? I can't wait to get to a solid state drive. Oh my God. When I was doing Photoshop on my laptop, it was a freaking dream. And there's like no space on there at all, right? It's got like 16 gig of RAM on the 16 gig on the hard drive and 4 gig of RAM. Performed significantly better than mine ever did, right? Problem is this Fusion Drive. The idea of it is you get a leg of a solid state drive, right? To for your program, so they can open up very, very quickly, right? And it transfers, and the rest is a regular spinny drive, like an old-fashioned drive. I guess old-fashioned now, right? So what it was, the first one was quite good when you had like 256 meg as the leg, right? As the solid straight, the RAM drive, right? But then they cut it down to like 64 or something ridiculous, and it's never been great, right? And now I've been reading up a bit. Yeah, I could replace a hard drive, but man. That would really do. If I replace a hard drive and added 8 gig of RAM onto this, I'll be happy with that, quite frankly. And this is what I'll do. I'll pay them to replace a hard drive, add 8 gig of RAM onto this, and wipe it and reinstall everything. Right. Well, my next machine, I'm not bringing back from a time machine backup. I'm installing everything new, right? Everything is going to be Photoshop, Premiere, everything. It's all going to be new. And if I've lost the license, I'm buying it again. I don't care. Everything new, right? So what OS? I can't remember. Right now I'm on Monterey. And oh boy, it was actually. Here's the thing: when I upgraded to Big Sur, right, it was really bad at first. That's the thing, really bad at first. This is much worse than it was. Right, this is much worse. And it just kind of like ran in with time over like a week or so. So maybe it will. I doubt it. I mean, like today again, I'm emotionally there where I'm buying a new computer, right? And the truth is, once I clean this one off, reformat the drive, it's a great machine. I'll be able to sell it for like 2,000-3,000 shekels. So what can you do? Kremlin the Balloon is here. How are you doing, sir? Ahoy. Who else we got here? Mark the Vicar is giving a thumbs up, even though he's not here. So Geordie's lesbians and the Sea Devil wasn't popular. Excuse me while I pretend to act surprised. Yeah, listen. I mean, like we're seeing it all. They're all imploding at once. Disney's stock 25% down. They are getting the shit beat out of them, right? Because they took a side. They took a side in the culture war, and they doubled and tripled down on it, right? And they went on the side of grooming. Like, we you schmucks. You're a family company. Parents have a low tolerance for that shit. Yes, you weirdo nooks up in Silicon Valley. You're fine with like having your kids being stopped and told like, "Oh, hi kids. Yeah, my identity is I like having a fish shoved up my ass." Really? Yeah, a big fish shoved right up my ass. I love that. Really? Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah. How old are you again? 4. Oh, good. It's drag queen hour. Yeah, I understand. You have weird sickos that are into that shit, right? That you guys ain't normal, right? And boy, is that Abigail Disney? Are they gonna be red pilled at some point? Oh man! And again, I think that red pill moment's coming, mate. I really do. Like, I really do. I mean, honestly, look back at America of the past since August. It's like the 10 plagues, mate, isn't it? I mean, like, wow. Because I've been living through it. I haven't looked back, but there's been so many disasters, right? I mean, there's the southern border, the economy, the inflation, war. I mean, there's so many things they screwed up, right? It's just been supernatural. It's like the 10 plagues. So that lasted a year, right? So August would be the end point. But if something funk is going to step up, like when people go, this is God, right? It was like the 3rd or 4th plague when people. Yeah, I have to look up. Now I'm going to have to look up a list of the plagues. Excuse me while I'm just wiping a cobweb off the junk TARDIS model from the Matt Smith was it Doctor's Wife. Oh, man, I love character options there. Man, they were great. They were great when they had toys that everybody loved. I was always disappointed they never released a Family of Blood, right? That would have been awesome. Let's get back to the chat. DC is here. How you doing, sir? Happy birthday, my favorite leader in all history. Well, happy birthday to you too. It's actually my birthday, but okay. Oh, it's I think it was. I can't say his name. Just all the memories of Tyrant Big Finish. Conor Baker's Hope. It's a good story. No, it's fantastic. That's his last great story, and it's so good. It's fan-freaking-tastic. I love Memories of a Tyrant, right? Everything after that, avoid, right? Avoid. Yeah, it's incredible. That one's a really clever story, right? Quadrupling down on bad idea, aka millennial marketing. It's insane, isn't it? It really is. Imagine that preachy propaganda is unpopular. Who knew? 2.2. Oh boy, this is so fun. I mean, look, told you so. I mean, like, were you really? I'm amazed it took this long, quite frankly. Why is there Troy Tempest and Captain Pugwash on this phone? Why not? Well, why wouldn't there be a Troy Tempest and Captain Pugwash on every thumbnail? That's what I say. That's actually my son's slide. My older son, Ruben. Like when he's doing something weird, like Ruben, why do you have a plate on your head? He'll look at you and go, why don't you have a plate on your head? Yeah, can I get into WhatsApp from here? Let's have a look. Because I got some good pictures. Yeah, let me see if it's going to open up. Who knows or dares to dream? Oh, no. But now I got a link. Oh, really? Everything's a freaking chore. Really? Do I need to link this? By the way, it's 4:20 today, right? It's 4:20. So I put on our family WhatsApp. Hey, 4:20. Who's going shopping? And my wife's like, well, what do you need? Well, it's okay. I was going to the shops anyway. I said, no, that's not entirely what I meant. 1 second. I'm going to go link devices. Link a device. Okay. I'm linking a device. I feel pretty good about myself, actually. I see a device linking. Please scan the code. It will show me the code, and I'll scan it. Where is it? So please scan it again. There's no code there right now. It just went away. There you go. Now I'm getting a whizzy will. It's scanning, and nothing. Oh no, it's thinking about it. It's thinking about it. Fine. Well, there you go. Let's keep going through the chat as we wait for one. Now I get a whizzy wheel over here. Really? No. Okay, I'm whizzing through the chat now. Okay. Just saying the Hornets will suddenly be announced on May 18th. It makes it the most sense during FA Cup. You think? That's actually not a bad call, is it? That's not a bad call. I believe in God, however, I believe he's basically an internet troll in the sky. Well, not really. I don't know. I can understand one thing of that, but a troll? I mean, God's very, very, very uninvolved, right? He lets you do incredible things, incredibly bad things. Here, one second. Where is it? So my son right now, the ex-military, the ex-Israeli military tank commander, right, is now teaching scuba diving in the Florida Keys for 6 months, right? And like, again, I think he's reasonably chaste, but boy, could he be getting some action. I'm telling you, could he be getting some action? What we got? Gareth Moore, Marathon, etc. I tried making lots of pizza once, it didn't come out very good. Oh, wait, did you burn the matzah? Oh no, oy vey. People make like bagels that are okay for Passover. Chat history sync in progress. I don't want to take a while. God, everything takes a while here. Maybe we can just like send the photos to my computer. Let's try that instead. Okay, that sounds crazy, right? That sounds way too simple. It's not going to work. Okay, where's the photo? There's the photos. There you go. Okay, here, that's good. They're good photos. I'm right for sending them to you. So we need that one, and we need that one. AirDrop. Matthew Lebetkin's computer. That's right. That's what I'm looking for. Now it says waiting. Let's see if it'll do it. I don't know. It's been a bit of a bitch of late. Pizza. So yeah, the good thing about this air fryer is I think it will heat pizza up in a very, very well, right? I think pizza will be it's like if you bring home a pizza from and it's much better than a microwave. These things are crispy. That again, air fryers are awesome, right? It's like the most incredible technology. Here we go. Where is it? So this is my my son at work. Rachel Mullins is here. How you doing, Rachel? Here he is. So yeah, he could be doing very well for himself. There we go. Doink. What's got? Darren Bradley is here. How you doing, Darren? I hear the character and the Chinese pirate rating so low. Was they cut out? Well, they may cut out, but they certainly come back. Yes, you want to watch out for rating so low. Matthew Pounder is there. How you doing, Matthew? Thank you for joining us. And who else we got? I need a new laptop. Mine is literally held together by tape. No thanks to an overexcited puppy. So yeah, so here's the choice. Do I get a laptop and connect it to this monitor, or do I get a new desktop? Oh, I don't know. That's a good. And maybe I'll just use this desktop. Maybe I'll reformat this and just use it for streaming. Oh, that's a good idea. That is a good idea, isn't it? Right? Actually, well, although I was planning on selling this one. Man, okay. Speaking of an overexcited puppy, right? 2:00. I come out my door, and I walk to synagogue, right? Which is like a 2-minute walk. I'm like 3 houses away, right? I walk to synagogue for the afternoon services, and as I do, there's a young guy walking by, talking in Hebrew very loudly to himself with a dog on a leash, but he's not holding the leash. And this dog is being super, super obedient and following him. And the dog's so cute. Oh my God, he was such a cute little. Was it Datsun? Just looked at him, he was really cute. But he was walking around like a real mental case, talking to himself. Because it probably was a real mental case. I see that. I have an iMac. It's working for over 4 years without issue. Yeah, I'm sorry. My one's just a bit of dog recently. Absolutely, like since Saturday night, right? When I came and found it was rebooting and didn't reboot. Right, I had to scrub the hard drive. Oh my god, so much stuff. But yeah, this Fusion drive's piece of shit. I've been reading it. It's a piece of shit. Tilda Swinton, there you go. Icky Thought Mugs. If I had more time, I would do all this stuff. I would, because it would sell pregnant, man. Okay, now you come from like commiserating to being a dick. Here, let me problem big. My fusion drive works fine. Well, fuck you, mate. Well, doesn't your shit smell great? Oh man, I now can fancy a beer, but there's no. This is like that's like you share a pint over. Today, Mr. Ben will be latest swimming costume store. Yes, Mr. Ben. Jonah Howard, I think that's the way. You're not supposed to use the SSD as storage. No, it's not storage, but it is it supposed to like appropriate it to itself? I mean, I don't know, maybe it's too full. I mean, I keep 100 gig clear, right? I try to keep 100 gig clear of a terabyte. Matthew Bannerton, his fusion drive needs repairing. Well, you know what we know from this? Problem Being's fusion drive is the best fusion drive ever. Is that solid state, or are you just pleased to see me? Oh, I will be using that joke often now. Often. Tzvi Lebetkin, I did see the Batman the other night. It's not perfect. It's still the truest to the old comics I've seen since Batman Returns. But the ending was a bit poor. Yeah, it's one of the things I'm looking forward to getting to, quite frankly. I mean, the only bummer about having a 2-day yontif is I can't watch TV, right? Oh man, that'd be awesome. Rose Left Day Border. Really? Really? I'm happy with it. Worth 32 gig of RAM. You're right. You're right. It is worth it. 100%. I agree with you. Absolutely agree with you. I got 8 and I felt like I was doing well. Man, what a schmuck. Should have got 16 minimally. That's me for you. Obsidian Curse. I think I said hello to you, Obsidian Curse, but why not? No semen stains on Madam Ching's sip. Well, no. Did we learn anything about Madam Ching? No, because it was all about tokenism, right? It's the same thing about the partition of India. Carol Jude is there. How are you doing? Hey, Jude. I do like that song. And you're giving me a big clap. Listen. I like getting a clap. I'm not kidding. I remember when the shows at CEX about 18 quid. I think it's been there since. Well, I'm not kidding. I remember seeing that. Oh, seeing what? And now I've got to go back. 18 quid CXO robbers. What is 18 quid? Well, I don't know. Now you got me intrigued. Okay, 1 second. Sovereigns, don't get me started. Jodie Whittaker's DVDs. A few weeks ago, I saw Doctor Who Flux and a DVD on a shelf at Sex for 18 quid. What is Sex? I've never heard of Sex. Okay. I mean, listen. Am I going to regret looking this up? Probably. CEX. What is that? Dr. Alex is oh man, how you doing? I'm so sorry I didn't respond. You sent me I started reading it, right? You sent me a message. I'm not even joking. This computer thing has been eating my life away. Plus, I'm doing more work, but like it's just eating my freaking life away. And I really want to. I would love to sit down and write an episode right now. Oh my god, I would love that. Sex is a second-hand goods chain based in the United Kingdom. Very good. Yeah, inquiring minds wanted to know. Well, this one did anyway. How you doing, sir, Dr. Alex? Thank you for joining us. Hello on comics, he says. New Rabbi. I don't know what is that. Okay, I'm only 2 minutes out. Sex is a trading shop. Okay, what? Do they a computer exchange? There you go, 18 quid. It's fine. It sounds both clean and dodgy all at the same time. You know, nobody would ever say that to me. Fine, we have a lot to look at. Where are we going to start? Well, there's this one. And there's this one. No, actually, this one actually might be intriguing. Yes, okay, this one's intriguing. Okay, but of course it's freezing. There you go. Let's share that screen. This one just came out today, so it's something totally new. And again, it's something I wouldn't make a video about this, but this is something worth talking about here. Share screen. There you go. Man, I just realized I haven't eaten a thing today. It's interesting. On Friday night was Seder night, right? When you sit down and you have this big communal meal and you talk. You have this story that you read of the Exodus. So that's part of it, right? At the beginning, you hold up one of these pieces of matzah and says, "This is the poor man's bread, the bread of affliction," right? And it's what we had to eat in Egypt. And at the end, you hold up exactly the same thing, right? And say, "This is the bread of freedom," right? This is the bread of what's the difference? Like, how can it be both, right? So an answer that I heard that I really, really liked was that there's 2 times food doesn't really matter: when you're very successful or when you have no agency whatsoever, right? If you're a slave, and it doesn't matter what you do, what you eat, you get cracker, who cares? It doesn't matter. If you're successful, you're busy, you don't have time to sit and think about eating, right? And that's basically what me today, like doggedly trying to get all this content ready, right? Tzvi Lebetkin says, Dr. Alex, I would love to see your story too. Currently in the editing of other people's stories. Yeah, I know, and I want to give you advice on that. I was like, my brain put it in the to do. If I have time, I will do. That's something I'll do. But I didn't get bread afflictions is when you get little bags at CVS. Fine, totally knocked me off. Let's look at this. Doctor Who writer holding on to episode after the idea was scrapped. So this is like what would have been. Like I'm intrigued to know what would have been with this Doctor, with this era. I don't think it would have been good. I don't think it would have been Doctor Who. I think it probably would have been worse than what we saw. Right? Well, Pete McTeague, I get the feeling. With a few of these people, like Dominic, what's his name? I can't remember. He wrote a Chameleon story on Big Finish. Good cosplayer. Oh, what's his name? Dominic, whatever. Anyway, Dom. I get the feeling they're genuine Doctor Who fans. They like Doctor Who, but they don't want to be part of a reactionary old group which is what they thought we were. Right? We just don't like. It took a while. I mean, listen. If you sat down and you look at these episodes, which is what I'm doing right now, you see how awful they are. You see how really spectacularly awful they are, right? They are. It's breathtaking. It's breathtaking that somebody was paid to write these things. Like these were okay. Like the malfeasance is incredible, right? So Dominic Martin, that's the guy. I think it was hard to see in the moment. Listen, I just realized I think we've been living through the 10 plagues, right? And why just look at it now? Because it's this is what it seems to be, right? Every month is something new. It seems to me. If RTD had done the first female Doctor, it would have turned social media. It would have taken the same turn social media wise, but RTD would have known that that to begin with to make it work, right? A lot would still have to a lot would still have a problem with it. But listen, I don't think a female doctor is intrinsically flawed. I really don't. I think it's harder to do. And I think it's already a hard to do show, and you've got to get the right person, and you've got to get the right vision. And they didn't have any of that, right? They didn't have any of that whatsoever. Yeah. So, so okay. But Pete Mattick, I get feeling like he feels like a real fan, right? And he just didn't want to be part on the wrong side because we live in tribal times, right? Right. I mean, listen, being friends with somebody who says they think Donald Trump was good before the last year was hard, right? And now you go, it's a cool thing to say. Right, which is, I think, the point. So I'm intrigued to know what it's like. Did he do Kablam? Because I remember that one was generally considered the best of that season. Pete Mattick was set to write an episode for the season 13 before COVID forced some changes. Oh, poor bastard. Okay. Does he want to do it for Big Finish? Doctor Who writer Pete Mattick has revealed that he was set to write an episode for season 13 of the sci-fi juggernaut. It's not a juggernaut with 2.2 million viewers, you piece of shit. What the hell? Sci-fi juggernaut? It was, until the wheels came off. How'd that happen? Before it was scratched due to Corona, but he's saving the idea for the future. Well, of course he is, right? Of course he is. Mattick, whose new Sky Max show, The Rising, debuts this week, had previously penned an episodes for seasons 11 and 12. Oh, we did practice? That was shit. I thought, I don't know. Maybe I should rewatch that. Oh, God, I hate them all, though. Is that the next one I have? Oh, God, help me. But was absent for season 13 roster of writers. Well, yeah, listen, he wasn't... was too white and manly, right? What can I tell you? Sorry, Pete. Listen, mate. Start sucking dick and dressing and putting on a dress. You'll do well. You'll do well. Mark my words. What? You don't want success? Well, you don't want success. Of course, the season was shortened due the effects of the pandemic becoming a serialized 6-part of the Flux. And in a recent interview, Mattick explains the clash meant he had to sit the season out. I was going to come and do season 13, he told National World. Well, I'll tell you, you get interviewed by National World twice. Once on the way up, once on the way down. So welcome back, Peter Mattick. I was doing a crime drama, The Pact, at the same time when Corona happened. And we had to move our shooting dates for The Pact, which meant I was kind of taken out for the production of Doctor Who. We shot The Pact Series 1 at the same time Doctor Who was shooting, he added. We were shooting actually in quarries next to each other on one at one stage. They were quarry shooting the Sontaran episode. Best episode of the Chibnall era Sontaran episode. The Sontaran CW costumes were probably from Praxeus. I don't understand. I didn't think they made them. I thought they were going to be in them. I don't know. Well, Gary Wong said Dominic G. Martin and his friends with Doctor Who 2012 make a great Doctor Who content, but it all emphasizes new Doctor Who. It pretty much divorces the classic series. Listen, I can understand that. I don't really bear anybody any malice about that. Although the stories are gorgeous, right? I would love Rusty Davis to do a Mystery Science Theater 3000 thing. Rusty Davis, Moffat, and Gatiss, right? Do a Mystery Science Theater 3000. Watching City of Death, like they pick out their favorite episodes and they talk through it. They talk you through it. Fine. Bresson, where he could reveal about everything, he said he might have included. He admitted that he didn't focus any classic monsters, but I'll hold on to it because Doctor Who ideas are never. Oh, really? That's nothing. That's really genuinely nothing. I really. That's kind of a waste of my time. Let's have a look at Big Finish. I hear there's some rumblings over at Big Finish. Big Finish, big Finish, big. And then we'll get to Picard. God help us, that is shit. It's so bad. Wow. Flash sale for Destiny of the Doctors. Don't buy it. It's shit. Okay? It is shit. And this looks like it's going to be shit. Waterworld. I'm so not buying that. Let's go to the news. We got. See, I got with you. We'll go. The Survivors on a Crusade. Nah, I'm not watching Survivors. Oh, so this new. Okay, new UFO. This looks kind of fun. I might be talked into this. I'm enjoying the ITC content. Have you seen this? It's very funny. Yeah, watch it on YouTube. Theater mode. Let me turn the sound up. You see? Oh, here it goes. Yeah, you might have talked me onto it. You might have talked me into that one. It looks really kind of fun, doesn't it? Yeah, I have like this Space 99 raid, even though the last one was woke. Okay, that last one was woke. Oh man, what it was, they had Commissioner Simmons wanted to enact this program where they could work out a way of getting back to Earth and devote all their resources to it. And then what they did, they made it a Brexit analogy. Because now they're saying, well, Brexit is impossible, right? We can't, no, you can't do it. And so they had him saying, like, you're just dragging your feet because you don't want to do it. No, it's physically impossible. Brexit isn't physically impossible, you morons, right? It just didn't happen. The disasters you said would happen didn't happen. End of story. In fact, maybe things worked out better for it. You know, like I'm saying, everything you experts have told us, they've all been wrong, right? But yeah, so that's what that Space 99 was about, which was a bit of a shame, really. But like what they should have done is have somebody who liked Brexit write that episode, right? And then it would have been, but they don't know anyone, right? Because they don't know it. Over half the country voted, right? They don't know anyone. That's bad, right? That's bad. An audio drama reimagining Jerry Anson's classic live-action ITV series UFOs coming to Big Finish Productions with the first 2 box sets due for release in August 2022. So will this tie into their Space 99 range? Because they have Big Riz has been visiting the graveyard again. I think it's more Jamie Anderson and Nick Briggs, right? They've alienated everybody. Nick Briggs has designed the key to eternal life. Well, that's good. He seems to be cracking on for that. Yeah, he might be. Yeah, I think he would have stopped the aging quite a few years before. By the way, I'm just amazed at how off the mark that second first Doctor, sorry, the miniaturist was. It was just it needed a big red pen taken to it and say, no, don't do that, do this, don't do that, right? Anyway, but the Space 99 range, they do mention the aliens attacking Earth and how they steal bodies, and it seems to be very tied into it, right? The idea that Space 1999 was really a sequel to UFO. But I did like the music. Boom, boom, boom. But that was fun. This sci-fi classic originally launched in 1970, but set in the futuristic 1980, set on the struggle between Shadow, Supreme Headquarters Alien Defense Organization, love it, and the mysterious alien. I mean, we're going to get Joe 90 sooner or later, aren't we? A mysterious alien would-be invaders. It featured all the explosive action-packed hardware, hallmarks of Anderson series, but also very human, emotional things. I like the one when they have a couple of hippies somewhere who do acid, and the aliens arrive, right? And the aliens are basically humans. They can use any other species' bodies. But I just ordered the 3rd volume of Scarlet Tracers, which has a lot of that in. You can't not use that original music, says Mark. But yeah, I think we're gonna have another listen in a minute. It was so much fun, right? Does it just make you smile? Yeah. Commander Straker. Let's have a listen. Where are we up to? And it says, Big Finish version is written by Andy Lane. Good casting, like him a lot. Known from his young Sherlock Holmes YA novels. Don't know him. Good idea getting into YA, mate. You must be woke as fuck. I'm sorry to hear that. A script edited by Jamie Anderson, son of Jerry, and Nicholas Briggs. Okay, Nicholas Briggs is the most important asset to Big Finish. Like, without Nicholas Briggs, they are screwed. Okay, Nicholas Briggs is the balance, right? He's woke as fuck. He's woke as woke can be, right? He's very on board with all the wokeness, but he's also quite sensible and intelligent, and he's a sensitive writer, right? And he understands the property very well, and he takes his responsibilities seriously, right? And he feels a responsibility to make these dramas, and also I think he's got gratitude built into him, but he's also woke as fuck. I mean, basic good character traits will win over even a deeply unkosher ideology as wokeism. Right? Well, again, let's just really come out the gate and say, hey, kids, we like to sexualize them. We're on board with that. Big Finish's award-winning creative director. It opens with 3 action-packed, full-class audio episodes following Ed Straker, Barnaby K, Wallander, Doctor Who. I don't remember being in that, but okay. As U.S. Air Force test pilot who gets sucked into the world of alien infiltration and humankind's fight for survival. So this is actually they do very well at Big Finish when they do their version of things. They like go back and they do have all the plot points, but they think it through and they don't forget any, right? Which makes it better, right? It really pulls it together. Okay, and humankind's fight for survival. It's a journey that will take him to the very top job at Shadow. UFO Destruct Positive and UFO Volume 2, titled BBC. They finally worked out. Don't put the numbers on things, right? That people jumped up in and out. Each available, blah 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 blah. Rare shadow characters will feature Colonel Alec Freeman, Samuel Clemens. Oh, very cool. Lieutenant Gay Ellis, don't remember him. Is Lindsay Muriel and General Harry Henderson, Harry Myers. Don't know him. And Virginia Lake, Jeannie Spark. Again, don't know her. The human race is under threat. The public have no idea. But alien ships are attacking, and the aliens are already here. Ed Straker, test pilot for the U.S. Air Force. Then one day his craft is attacked by a UFO. His life will never be the same again. Let's have a good listen again. This was too much fun. Love it! Freaking love it! This takes too long, though. Come on. Blimey, what's next? The Invaders? The Invaders. A Quinn Martin production. Spirit Game Man said, I work closely with Andy to create a new beginning for the show, but this is all this. Listen, based on what they've done so far of these things, they generally speak have been excellent, apart from the woke nightmare that was that last box set. Let's go back to the news. Doink! So there's a new Dimension Canon. So they're doing a new Rose Tyler. Let's have a look. And it's got Clive in it. Blimey. Speaking of Mark Benton, speaking of people ripping off audio, this is 100% what Doctor Who Redacted is. Oh, God, that shit. Man, Doctor Who Redacted shit. It's like, you know, it's an audio drama that starts off as a podcast and about weird things. Then, like, name checks a bunch of Doctor Who stuff. And in between that, they keep talking about how normal it is to be a person with a penis who's a woman. Right? It's so normal. Oh, it's so normal to have a dick and be a chick. It's so normal. Dude, it isn't. And you saying it over and over again doesn't make it normal. Right? I'm sorry. I understand. The people have very strong opinions about this. Obviously, I'm not denying your reality, but it's still, even if it's a feminine penis, right, or a masculine vagina, even if it's that stuff, it's still not normal. So don't tell me it's normal. Nobody should harass you about it. I'm not on board for you being harassed, right, in any way, shape, or form. Certainly don't treat you like the Labourites of Under Corbyn treated Jews. Don't do that. That would be very bad. Story details come up. World reveals they've a Rose Tyler later adventure across the parallel universe. The Dimension Canon, Other Worlds, due for release October 2022. I have not been following this range at all. And I see why. I'm looking at the writers. I see why. Yeah, I'm afraid nobody here is. I am. I'm happy that who was it? Elizabeth Miles proved me very, very wrong, and really has been doing some top-notch work. Right. Unfortunately, she came in with a bunch of other writers that weren't so good. Right. Fine. Man, there's a street party going. There's a house party going on next door. It's loud. Rose Tyler continues her mission to find one other person who can stop the stars going out and save the multiverse. Each time jump takes Rose to an Earth under threat. Parallel world. I'm not really interested. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not. Leave me alone. Not buying it. Not and Torchwood 1. Sorry, I'm out of the Torchwood stuff. Although I still think Torchwood 1 is the best of the Torchwood Rangers. The noble art of self-defense. What's this about? Star-studded ensemble cast is today revealed for a brand new box set. The War Master full cast audio dramas continue release in June 2022 from Big Winners Productions. I got this pre-ordered. This range, generally speaking, has been excellent. Derek Jacobi as the War Master, freaking excellent. Let's have a quick look at the range over here. There's only been one real dud amongst them, I think. Let's have War Master. Yeah, Killing Time wasn't great. Hearts of Darkness was good. Anti-Genesis was good. Rage of the Time was slightly weaker, but it was good as well. Master Callas was good. Only the Good. Freaking awesome. Love that one. Best is Anti-Genesis, then followed by Only the Good. But great range. Really, really good range, right? When's the next one coming out? Do they have any information on the next one? Let's have a look. December 25th. Oh, they should be releasing some information about it soon. We don't have a writer. Derek Jacobi. Okay, fine. We're not shocked, right? We're not shocked about Derek Jacobi. So Derek Jacobi is back as the Time Walk incarnation of the Master. Why are they not doing a crossover with Jonathan Carey as the War Doctor? I mean, they really, really should be together, right? They really should be on a mission together. That would be awesome. Oh, I want that. I really want that. Who was originally featured in the 2000 episode Utopia. These adventures of the devilish Time Lord come across a society that challenges even his villainy and is compelled to save the day. Yeah, I like it when he does that. I mean, again, I generally speaking like Big Finish's treatment of the Master. I think it's really, really excellent. Masterful was fantastic. I should give that a listen again. It starts without Rose because 13 blew most of the universe up. Well, that is true. That is true. Man, do they really? Chibnall is trying so hard to tie his era to classic Doctor Who, like desperately, right? Absolutely desperately. It's not going to work, mate. That's going to be my video, I think, on Friday or Saturday. But he's like really working hard. So what's going on? In Boundaries, the EastEnders Ackley Bridge access. Joe Joyner re-enters the Whoniverse, having played Linda with a Y in 2005 Bad Wolf as Fence the Forrester Johnny Green. It's a Sin. White Lies will reprise the role as the Master Companion Cole Jarnish in this episode. Oh, I liked him. He was in the first one. Like, yeah. I like the Doctor, that Master with the companion. Again, I like this Master in general. They do a lot of good stuff with this range. I'm looking forward to the Eric Robert ones. I got that one ordered, I think. In addition, previously announced return of David Tennant's 10th Doctor. The superb cast includes newcomers Phil Dunster, Ted Lasso and Humans, Robin Addison, Owinia Udan, and comedian Josh Berry, I was going to say Matt Berry, plus Sarah Powell and Arion Baker. Okay. When the Master finds himself trapped in a forest of penitence, it kicks off a chain of events that will force him to revisit his past deeds. From the colony world ruled through fear to the pastoral planets fleeing the Time War, the Master has spread his influence far and wide. His terrible reputation precedes him across the universe, and now he must be made to pay the price. Only the Master can. The Master's only hope of salvation lies with the Doctor, but this Doctor already knows his enemy's fate. 4 action-packed stories are as follows: Forest of Penance, Lou Morgan. Lou Morgan isn't great. This is not a good lot of right. Okay, Una McCormick's good and Elizabeth Miles is good. Lizzie Hopeley yet to do anything good. Let me have a quick look at Lizzie Hopeley, and she's finishing it. Oh god, well maybe they'll edit her strongly, right? Yeah. So she did this one, wasn't very good. Peladon didn't bother, but that was awful. Don't remember which one she did in this, but she's the one with all of that just shoved in. Right, Stranded 3, of course. Yeah, none of these things are good. The 11, this was crap. It was a good idea fed to her. Precious Annihilation, that's probably the best thing she's done. Maybe it'll be good because she understands the 10th Doctor. Maybe. Who knows? We'll go back to that in a minute. Where'd that? Did I just close it? Was it? Wait a minute, let me get that back. History. Okay, now I'm getting a whizzy wheel. Oh man, just a total whizzy wheel. Wow, super frozen. Okay, everything's it's like okay, we're just sticking here now for a while. I don't even know if you're hearing me or if my camera, if I'm moving at all, if I'm frozen there. Oh, there we go. Oh, free at last. How? Well, can I get that back? History. Big Finish. There you go. Oh, we're landing on Lizzie Hopeley. And now I'm getting the Whizzy Wheel again. Man, really? Really? We need a new Mac. We need a new Mac. Fine. I'm going to give this a minute or so, and then we are going to get to Picard, right? Picard. Man, we didn't even get to any of the aftermath of Joda's episode. Didn't go down well. Right, it was David Tennant's 51. Yeah. So, come on. Okay, yeah, I have to tell you, this is more trouble than it's worth now. It is totally more trouble than it's worth. Right, when this Whizzy Wheel finishes, we're moving on to Picard, right? We're moving on to Picard. Back at last. I think we finished the story, didn't we? Okay, let me just close this window because it's not liking it at all, right? Let's just close the window and be done. Okay, you close there. I'll close here. There we go. And we pull up Picard. Can I make this smaller so I can read it? Put this over here. And we'll pull up Picard. Oh, God. It's so crap. It's so crap. Oh, come on. Now I'm frozen. Oh, and I'm just looking at my dopey face frozen on my screen. I hope it's not frozen like that for you as well, because, you know. Oh, there you go. Oh, that's better. That's better. Fine. Share screen. Slides. Here we go. It's not Star Trek at all. It isn't. It isn't. It's poopy. It's poopy. It's just poopy. Okay. That's how I would do. This is a weird episode, right? So far as season 2, we've had violent gear changes, right? We've had like, we have first episode Star Trek. They did Star Trek. Second episode, Evil Mirror Star Trek. Third and fourth episode, Star Trek Immigration in LA. And then it's like Ocean's 11 Star Trek. And then now it's cut price Inception Star Trek, right? It's basically what a cut price Inception Star Trek. Featuring Boltar, a far superior, clearly a far superior, more charismatic, interesting actor than Patrick Stewart, right? So it weirdly enough, and how they came up with what they're doing, it's beyond me. All of this is beyond me. So it starts off, so if you remember, Picard was run over while he was trying to save his great-grandmother, Renee, from not going on the flight. It was being run over by Dr. Data's great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. Okay, everything makes sense. Good. So he's in a coma, and there's a Gary 7 type woman there who looks just like the Romulan who wanted to shag him in the future. And yeah, good for her. Good for her. Now, and she's gonna enter. So he's been knocked out. They've gone to this. Okay, as I just put in the story, I realized how shit it is. They go to an illegal alien clinic run by a stunning and brave female doctor, and under fear of the fascist ice patrols, right? Because it's evil fascist 2024. So yeah, they go there to get Picard fixed up, and they don't know why his brain's going so nuts. When they scan him with 24th century medicine, which they have a spaceship with a medi bay that will do that and fix him, but no, because they want to do this episode instead. So they what they do? They the Romulan, the not Romulan woman, right? The not Romulan woman who looked like the Romulan woman. So she can enter his mind using the Gary 7S technology and work out what's going on in there and help bring him out, right? Another plot is Dr. Girardi, the goofy, uncomfortable scientist, has made friends with the Bull Queen, and she's been taken over by her, essentially. And she's looking very hot now. Nice dress, good cleavage, nice dress. We like all of that. We don't see it often, but it's nice to see it a little bit. So we start off, and Picard, first we start off on this like visage of you think it's a sun, you don't know, and you pull back, and there's a model of it there. Oh, come on. And pull back even more, and Picard's there. Of course, not wearing a Starfleet uniform. That would be crazy in Star Trek. Why would anybody do that, right? Why would anybody do that? He's wearing his tuxedo. He's in some kind of star base, and he's having a counseling session, right, with Boltar from Battlestar Galactica, going, man, Battlestar Galactica is so much better than this shit, right? Like, I can't believe it's come to this, right? I can't believe it's come to this. And for some reason, he's wearing a Deep Space Nine costume, looks confusingly like Bashir. And is having a counseling session, a routine psychological evaluation, right? So they talk and they talk and they talk a lot in this. But again, I just want to watch Battlestar Galactica, right? I love Boltar and Battlestar Galactica. Like, what a fabulous character! What a fabulously flawed character! What a fabulously real character, right? I loved he was spent the whole first season terrified and with the was it number 6 in his head, and it was just fantastic, right? It was why am I talking about this? Because it's so much better than this. It's so much better than this. So they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk and they talk. And he says he has in the model of the sun. So here, tell me a story, right? And he goes, oh, okay, I'll tell you a story about a woman with red hair. So you think, oh, it's going to be Girardi, right? And you see off in the distance a nebula or whatever, and then cut to his mother, not Girardi, in some kind of like a silly version of Inception version of his memory. So she's the queen. He's little boy. He is the worst actor. This kid, oh my God, freaking awful. I'm sorry, kid, but you are not good, right? You are not good, right? So she can sense danger. She's kind of magical, weird, right? They do things together. She can sense danger. He doesn't want to be like her father. He wants to be like her and shoot for the stars. And she says, "No, your father has a place." And the monsters there too, and you see like a Where the Wild Things is kind of thing going on. When you see the monster at the window, and he sees her, and she's like, "Oh, this is bad!" And the monsters come, and they run away, and they're running through a dungeon, and he falls into a piece of wood or something, and she's like, "The monster's there! The monsters are going to get us!" And the kid just and then it's the monster's dragged away, and she's dragged away, and he's left alone. Help me! Meanwhile, Picard's like, Picard. Picard. Okay. So we have the titles, the shit titles go on for way too long. And they're awful. It's awful. It's always awful. It's Star Trek Picard. What do you expect it to be? Awful, right? Freaking awful. So afterwards, they're in the clinic after the titles. So there's a lot of the lesbian romance between Raffi and Seven. Like they're old, lovers that have been together for ages now, right? For some reason, and it just doesn't really work. But okay. They need to find Girardi. Gerarda's gone missing, right? They don't know she's a pool queen. They need to find her. So they're going to go back to La Serena. So here's the weird thing. This ship comes from a parallel universe, right? Which just happens to be identical to La Serena. It's just so stupid. It's so stupid it's beyond belief. Okay, well... So they need to find Seven. So they... so Seven and Raffi, Crackle Raffi go to the ship as non-Romulan, not Varys, gets ready to go into Picard's mind. Meanwhile, they come back to the ship and they banter. We're just old, normal, loving, lesbian, loving companions. Oh, you don't have to keep telling us that lesbians are normal, okay? It's fine. It's fine. And so they have a lot of this lesbian banter. It's been a big lesbian week in fandom, has it, in genre? Doctor Who and companion lesbians, and now Star Trek lesbians. I guess if they made Star Wars, would have more lesbians there, right? So then she tries to find out. She scans for Girardi's badge, right? She's trying to find which is. And suddenly, boom, she gets locked out. Oh, and then it comes back, and she's like, I don't understand what's going on. And she's like, unable to access encrypted data, and it's a Borg encryption. She was like, the Borg are broken out, right? And they more like lesbian chatter, Borg, lesbian chatter. Meanwhile, okay, if she's not Romulan, why is she wearing a Romulan-shaped ear thing? Like now you're just confusing me for no apparent reason, right? Right? And if she's gonna sleep with Picard, can she get a kit off once? I mean, come on. She looks quite fit. So she's she's about to go into the mind. And Rio says, I'll be here, Rio, so I'm here. I liked him as captain. I liked him in Star Trek. I don't like him in this shit. Like, oh, look, there's a starship. No, there's just an old guy on bed. Okay, oh, it's so Star Trek. And she goes into the mind, and she's in like this creepy dungeon, and she hears like lots of Locutus Borg stuff going on. Like, Locutus and Borg. And I think they use all the dialogue. Meanwhile, his session's still going on. And he's like, well, what happened to the story? What happened to the boy? He's like, well, the boy just ended up scared and alone in the dungeon. I'm like, well, that kind of sucks ass, but okay. And they talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk. Meanwhile, Not Varys creeps around the dungeon as Picard talks and talks. And she creeps, and she creeps, and she creeps, and she creeps, and she creeps. And she creeps some more, doing some creeping, and then she finds a boy. Oh, hey, and she's you can't tell. You only find out later that he's manacled to the wall, right? He's not allowed to leave, right? And it's like, well, why wouldn't you tell us that up front? Because you can't see. So he's so he can't leave. He has to stay there. He has to stay put because his mother will come back and find him. Then we get separated. Stay there, and she'll come and find him. Okay, so he can't move, right? And they talk and they talk and they talk. Oh God, so much talking. So much talking, so little said. Okay, talk. Meanwhile, Picard. Oh, Picard. So the session goes on, and he's like saying, he's like, people have warned me this will happen with you. Well, you don't listen. He was warned. People are talking about me. People are talking about me. It's not right. He gets mad, and he realizes things are weird, and he's not in a real reality. And the things start to like just make him mad. So he's like screaming. He's like, you know, we had the right to talk to you about me, right? And he says, he said, but I know where the story ends, and you do not. Okay. But before that, they talk, and they talk, and they talk, and they talk. It's a bit of a talky episode because they talk some more, then they talk, then they talk. And they talk a bit more. Still talking. Hasn't stopped talking yet. No, still talking. I like it when he talks. More of him. Come back. Where you go. Give me more Bolter. I like Bolter. More of him. More Bolter. And like that we haven't seen since Battlestar Galactica. Freaking crime. What awesome actor. Really awesome actor. And just really, really very good. Just very good at portraying that character. Meanwhile. So now, not Varys, who this one called him not Varys because she says she's not Varys. And they're like saying the monster's coming in. No, monster coming. Monster. Oh, come on. Wizzy Will. No, no more Wizzy Will. You can do it. There you go. Okay. It keeps going backwards. So fine. So the jailer there, and there's this white smoke, and you hear evil laughing. And They're looking for the white door and it moves, and the evil smoke. There's white smoke, evil laughing, and and then this evil monster starts to creep up. Eventually, the slide will bloody change. But again, really. And then, you just saw it. This thing appears out of nowhere and grabs not Varys. I got you now, and now you're in trouble. You couldn't see it very well because it's just, you couldn't really tell. So back at the clinic, back at the free clinic made for Hispanic people, where they hide from the evil ice patrols. The doctor's son plays innocently as a spaceman. Wow! And talks to Rios. Again, Rios, if you want to do a real Star Trek show with him as a captain, I'm kind of on board for that. I thought that was like an interesting take on it, right? A more relaxed captain. I could have gone for that. So he's like, "Hi, I'm nice, non-threatening, a good-looking Hispanic man. I am Latinx," even though no Latinos ever say that. So then she says, "Okay, go away." He finds that he's locked. Picard's locked the door. Oh, they've locked the door, so she can't see Picard. And he's like, "I have so many questions, and I'm going to swear." So she tells the son. He needs to know what's going on, and so he says, they really can't show you. He said, "I want the keys." Okay, so she demands the keys, and he gives them to her, and she opens the door, right? He opens the door and says, "Look, try and be open-minded before you see what's going on in there." And she walks in, and she goes, "Oh, the hell, weird!" And it's too weird for me. It's too weird. It's like, I can explain. There's a what? I can explain it all, and she's like, "That's weird." Meanwhile, inside the head, evil white man villain is throttling quite hot MILF. Okay, not very. There you go. He's in better now. He says, "Oh, you shouldn't be here," which means I can kill you because I'm evil white man. But she fights off evil white man because she's stunning and brave. And she's like, "This guy's dying. What's going on?" Right? Like, "We got to get to the hospital." He said, "We can't go to hospital." So you got to go to hospital. So he says, "Okay, one second. Let me call." And he calls 7 or 9. So Picard's flatlining. We need something to stimulate his whatever. Like, and so he beams it down into his hands, which is kind of stupid. But okay. And he gives her. He said, "You can use this instrument on it to fix him." He's like, "I don't know what's going on. What's this sci-fi stuff? I'm scared. No." And then and she's like, "Well, how do you even use this? Right? How do you even use this?" He says, "Okay, just hold it," and you go, "Woo, woo, 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 woo," and then as you do, you sort of, woo, 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 and then things get better inside their heads. This kid's still a terrible actor. Terrible, like super bad. I mean, really embarrassingly bad. Then you find out he's manacled to the floor first time, and she breaks it out with her bare hands because she's stunning and brave. And he's like, "Okay, I think he's stabilized now. And I got a few questions for you, mister." He's like, "Ay, caramba, I don't know what to do. Lucy." So they free the boy, and they're on the run, right? They find a door, clearly not a metaphor for a vagina, and then they go. Okay. Meanwhile, on La Serena, right? The Seven's been trying to hack the encryption, and he says, "I remember stuff from being a Borg, right? So I'm pretty good at hacking it." And then she finally sees Girardi put the Borg code into it, and we see a bit of Girardi cleavage. There's never enough Girardi cleavage. It's ever looks better instantly when Girardi starts to cleave. Okay, good cleavage. He's like, nice cleavage. We are lesbians. Yes, we are lesbians. We're totally gay for each other. No, you're not. Meanwhile, she's wearing a Vulcan or Romulan ear for some reason. Picard goes, "Oh, Picard!" And now he's left the counseling session, and he's finding himself in the chateau, which is where the boy and not Varys is. and he's so he's start shouting, "Oh, Picard, dodgy old fool Picard," and also Boltar's there as well. And he's like, "Well, where's going on? I don't understand." And it becomes evident that he's not a counselor. He's somewhere much more personal to Picard. He's Picard's father. Dun dun dun. He died before he lost his hair. So fine, we meet Picard's father, who's evil. Who's the evil person? He says, "Really? Maybe you don't know. Don't remember. Look at the," and he goes, "Remember the book, right?" He looks down at the book, and he says, "Do you remember what really happened?" He's like, "Oh, I don't know." And then a mother's like, "Come with me! Grab everything you need, right? Grab everything important. We got to go quickly." So he grabs a book, right? And they run together. We got to run now. So we finally see the memory, right, of what really happened, right? So it's a game. We just got to be quiet. And they run, and they go through this floor. His foot goes through the floor. And he's stuck there. And eventually his father finds him, right? He says, "I've been looking for you for hours." He's not here. It turns out Mother is barking mad, right? Mother is barking mad, and they keep having to lock her up because she's bonkers, right? She's bonkers, McBonkers, right? She is super, super nutty. And Picard's like, "Oh, this is different from I remember. Maybe I've never even known you. Oh," so now he's a good father, right? Okay. So then, what happened? They just talk some more, talk and bloody talk, and nothing happens. And then looking by the door, right? Not Varys realized there's something more. He has a key, right? Something else happened. So he has a key to the door. He opens it, and it starts getting all freaky. He has freaky memories. Oh, freaky deaky! It cuts very quickly. Freaky deaky memories. It's all freaky deaky. And they then back in the real world, Picard wakes up, as does not Varys, right? It's like, meanwhile, this week Rios goes to great pains to show Latinx people are good people, all of them. No one's part of a cartel or a drug war, and certainly no one's trafficking children, right? That's not happening, right? I'm just a friendly, nice guy who's kind of hot, right? And like, oh, the boys love him. He's a good father. He's a good role model. And then he talks about how his father left, and like, honestly, where's the kid's father? Where's Rios's father? What is up with all of that? Have stable families, okay? Have stable families, and things will be better. So he likes being a role model, and that's why he likes Picard. He looks at Picard like a role model, like a father figure. And they chat, and they smile, and they smile, and they chat. And they chat, and they smile, and chat. And says, "Do you want to see something cool?" And then he takes her, because he's telling her the truth. Oh, so, they do a Star Trek 4 line. They said, "Are you from outer space?" Says, "No, I'm from Chile, but I work in outer space." So it was better when Kirk did it. I'm from was it Iowa? Even the Rabbi struggles to get it. I'm expecting to give me any space on that. There's not. There's not, because it's just so boring, right? Okay, so now they've said you're not allowed to mess up the timelines. But who gives a shit, right? Let's bring the kid onto a spaceship, and he said, "I'm going to touch everything." Now, this is a spaceship that's been infected by the Bull Queen and has turned at least one person. Now, let's take the kid with us. That'll be fine. It'll be fine, mate. Nothing to worry about. Oh, God, it's so stupid. You see this? It just goes nowhere and does nothing. It solves half the problem they set up early on. They would have been better to do 6 episodes without this boring crap. Oh, God. Still got 3 more to go, but then we got Brady Wells. God, that's going to hurt. So she's like, "Hey, caramba!" Right? And there's more talking. And then there's going to be more talk. So now, Seven and Rafi have found security footage of Girardi when she went into this bar, right? So now we go into a bit of a flashback where we see what happened. And thankfully, we have some eye candy. We have some eye candy with, they're very big into song number. This is the second big song number they did. They're really into this. I don't know why. She walks in, nice bit of a leg slit going there. That matches the cleavage. And she looks kind of hot. She does look kind of hot. And she goes to the window and she starts smashing the window. I'm going to smash it. And she goes, oh, so good. And she gets off on it, kind of, right? What's going on? We don't know. Meanwhile, Picard, Picard talks and says, I've really kind of worked out that Q put me through this. Q wanted me to know myself better. But you know what I think? I think Q wants me, I think I got to know Q better rather than me know myself better, right? Like, they have the thing, like, nobody trains you better than your enemy, right? That was, like I said a few times. So it's like, okay, but before, I'm going to come clean. I am a Romulan. Like, what was the point of that cul-de-sac? It was just stupid. Okay, yeah, and so she must be the great-great-grandmother, or she could be the same one. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Maybe she's given, like, super long life by working with Gary Seven. And he's like, oh, I'm going to go after Q. We got to go and confront Q, right, for some reason, right? If I go and confront Q, we can go on the offense, and we can really work out what's going on. So I think Q's being a bit bonkers. He's still obsessing about me, and I think we can use that against him, right? So we just got to find a way of summoning Q. How are we going to find him? We're summoning Q by finding not Guinan, right? Fake Guinan. We're going to go to fake Guinan, okay? Fake Guinan, and like fake Guinan's back. Really just awful. And much less like Whoopi Goldberg this episode, right? Much less like her. And she says, when the Elorians and the Q Continuum made their truce, we did it with food and with drink, right? For us, drink and food is a very visceral thing. So it's literally, if I pour this drink, a Q has to come, right? Has to come here. No way it can't, right? It's like, okay. So talks and talk before they pull it. She pours it. And then everything starts going haywire, right? It goes, things start shaking around. And she pours it, right? And it's the drink. And I'm out here. 1 second. I've got to go to the next one. Pours it and says, okay. We're on the final set of slides, thank God. And then, things start shaking like an earthquake. Things blow up, but no Q. No Q comes. How can that be? That's not possible. So they're very freaked out, right? They're very freaked out. Meanwhile, Seven experiments by throwing a bottle down and seeing it shatter. And she's like, now I've worked it out. She breaking the window because it's giving her endorphins, which make her change quicker into the Bull Queen. This is a whole new Bull Queen. Unless we get to her, there's going to be a whole new Bull Queen on Earth, right? Clearly, it's the Bull Queen from the first episode, right? It's the Bull Queen from the first episode. We know that. It's very obvious at this point, right? So they go, so we got to go fighting with her. So they're talking to Guinan, not Guinan, and somebody comes in. I think it's Dutch from The Shield, right? I think it is. I gotta look up the guy's name. I think it is. That's Dutch from The Shield. Okay, what's it? Let's get 1 second. Let's go to IMDb. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. I can't go to that one. They're giving me a whizzy wheel. Here, I'll go over here. IMDb. Oh, come on, mate. I'll go on my bloody phone. That's what I'll do. I'll go on my bloody phone. That was simple. Here we go. So we go. IMDb. Oh, I'm just looking at the page where I was looking at computers. I cannot wait now. Oh my God. Now I'm finally emotionally okay with it. The Shield. We're going to look at the actor who played Dutch in The Shield, right? Man, that was a great show, The Shield. Where is it? Is it on Netflix? 2002. Wow. Okay, so main cast. No, I don't want the app. Piss off! God, I want spaceships and not the app. Will you piss off? What? Yes, it played Holland Wagenbach. Looks like him. Looks like let's get to his filmography, right? If he was in Picard, we're calling it all filmography. Okay, 53. He's been an actor. Okay, Star Trek Picard, FBI detective. Knew it. Oh, did I nail it? Yeah. Okay, so we have another good actor walk in from another good show that was much better than this, and goes, "Oh, I'm celebrating. Can I join? Can I get one drink?" He's like, even though it's closed, they're fine. Well, I'll give you one drink, and she's like, "Drink? You want white wine, really?" He's like, "Well, okay." And they cut to it like, "It's impossible that the queue can't come." And he keeps butting into the conversation and smiling and says, "Hey, you ever wonder about the unexplained, about mysteries and sci-fi? There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Here, let me show you this." And he shows them film of Picard beaming in. And he says, "You see, that's what's going on." He's smiling at him. FBI, and suddenly they're raided by the anti-Star Trek police. I don't know. Like hundreds of FBI agents come in and they're free. What? What division of the FBI is this that gets people who teleport? I don't know, but they seem very well funded, right? They seem very well funded. I think they were worried that he wasn't a Democrat and he was in New York. It was in LA. Obviously, he's a Democrat. Is that so? No, it's not so. It's although I haven't seen Better Black. Oh, you make me mad. I haven't seen Better Call Saul yet. Anyway, is that so? No, it is Wagenbach from The Shield, right? You had Michael Chiklis and his little gang of three, right? And then you had the black detective and the white detective, the black woman detective and the white detective, who was actually a bit detective-y and had a bit of an arc where he started going a little bit batty, right? It's a spaceship rant. You know what? You're not getting one. You're not getting a spaceship rant because it doesn't. I don't give a shit. Oh, I don't give a shit. Which is basically, what this era Star Trek is. It's like an old man's erection that they would just, rather than completing, will just gently massage it to sleep. Okay, that's what this Star Trek is. Shit. Again, an old man's erection. Believe me, I know about that very well. On that note, I just want to remind everybody that Problem Being's computer is better than yours. If you weren't sure about it, it's better than yours. I believe Dan is on. I thought it was going to be on tomorrow night, but apparently it's on tonight. So everybody head on over to there. I'm going to sign off. I'm hitting the end broadcast button. I can't believe we got through this. I'm hitting it again. The Wizzy Will of Love.